Maharashtra in the 19th century. The Peshwa Bajirao II's rule was marked by inefficient administration and wasteful expenditure. As a Peshwa, he made a terrible ruler. He delighted in humiliating his feudatories, seizing their estates on flimsy pretexts, and imagined that their women folk too belonged to him. The small Brahmin community, constituting less than 5% of the population of the Maharashtra region, accepted Western education and used that education to gain access to professions and positions in the government service that were open to Indians. Societal modes were hidebound and conservative. The caste system was very rigid. The lower caste Mahars, monks, Chambars, Bangi, Dets could not even cross the paths with people of higher caste.
Sit down, sit down. Our shadow should not fall on the Brahmins.
The growth of industry, railways and communication led to the growth of urban centers. People in Maharashtra were also being influenced by social reform movements in the rest of the Indian subcontinent led by people like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Ishwar Chandra Vidyashagar and Dayanand Saraswati. It was in this era that Savithri Phule was born and raised in a small village called Naigaon in Satara district on January 3, 1831.
Savithri was growing as a very courageous girl.
Why Govind is crying?
There is a snake on the tree. He cannot come down.
Give way! Move! Move! Govind! Don't cry! I am there!
Without hesitating, Savithri climbed the tree, picked up the snake and moved it to another branch. Relieved, Govind stopped crying and came down.
In the year 1840, Savithri was 9 years old.
I have found a groom for Savithri. He is the son of Govindarao and he belongs to the Malikas.
What is his name?
Jyotirao.
At the time of their wedding, Savithri was 9 and Jyotirao was 13. Savithri moved to Pune after their marriage. Her husband Jyotirao was educated at a missionary school. His cousin Sugunabai, who was a widow, played a great role in ensuring him to complete his education.
You must send your son back to school. My employer, Mr. John, has promised to help.
All right, I will.
I believe in the equality of man, endeavoring to make our fellow creatures happy. The world is my country. All mankind are my brethren, and to do good is my religion.
Are you in deep thinking?
I have observed there are no indigenous schools for girls. It is quite a pity. Unless the state of women in this country is improved, we will not progress. We should start a girls' school.
But who will teach them?
Why can't you do? I will teach you.
Okay, we shall do.
Jyotirao started educating his wife. Savithribai then went to Mrs. Ferrer's institution at Ahmednagar and Norman School in Pune to train as a teacher. In 1848, Jyotirao Phule opened a school for girls in Bidawada in Pune. Savithribai taught at this school and was its headmistress.
I am a Brahmin. I can't sit with Mukta. She is a Mahar.
In this school, everyone is equal. Mukta is a human being just like you. You cannot refuse to sit with her.
Being a teacher, Savithribai faced many challenges. The idea of educating girls was radical at the time and many people opposed the efforts of the Phule. Every day on her way to the school, men would throw dung and stones at Savithribai.
How dare to run a school? Shameless! Stay at home! Just be in the kitchen!
I am doing my duty. Let me go on my way. When will they stop this?
Don't worry about that. Take this new saree with you. Every day your saree gets dirt with everyone throwing filth at you. Before classes start, you can change into it.
The odds were staked against the Phule. Even nationalists like Tilak opposed education for girls. People voiced their opposition to the work of the Phule to Govindarao, Jyotirao's father.
You have to stop running this girls' school. Everyone disapproves of it.
Even at the risk of life, I shall not give up the cause.
Then go where you like, but leave my house together with your wife. I cannot live under the same roof as the both of you.
Undeterred and true to their cause, Jyotirao and Savithribai left Govindarao's house.
The Phule's educational initiatives picked up steam.
Report in the Pune Observer on May 29, 1852 says, the number of girl students in Jyotirao school is 10 times more than the number of boys studying in the government schools. This is because the system for teaching girls is far superior to what is available for boys in government schools. If this situation continues, then the girls from Jyotirao school will prove superior to the boys from the government schools, and they feel that in the coming examinations, they can really achieve a big victory. If the government education board does not do something about this, then women will outshine the men and make us hang our heads in shame.
In 1852, the Education Department organized a felicitation for Jyotirao and Savithri Bai as they had opened more schools in Pune beyond education. They also started a hostel for children who lived outside Pune.
I heard something very upsetting today. You remember Kasibai, the woman who worked in my friend Govind's house?
Yes, I do. That young and beautiful woman?
Well, some scheming. Shastri got her pregnant and then refused to take responsibility for the child. She felt helpless and ended up killing the child. The police have arrested her. Kashibai was sentenced to life imprisonment in Kalabani.
It is appalling how widows are treated in our society.
Kashibai was sentenced to life imprisonment in Kalapani, a jail in the Andamans. This prompted the Phules to start a shelter for pregnant widows in their home.
Why don't we start a shelter for pregnant women in our home?
Yes, we can do.
One day, while returning home, Jyotirao noticed a woman trying to commit suicide.
Stop! Why are you doing this?
You will not understand. It's my fate.
You must tell me what is wrong. Perhaps I can help you.
I am pregnant. My child and I will get excluded. I have to kill myself and my unborn child.
My wife and I run a shelter for women like you. Come with me. You can stay there and give birth to your child. No one will harm you there.
Jyotirao and Savithri Bai adopted the widow's child and named him Yashwant.
We must do something to prevent children from dropping out of school. I think we should try to make the lessons more interesting to keep the children engaged.
Perhaps we can provide some incentive to students to attend school. Maybe a stipend.
A related problem is that parents are illiterate and do not realize the value of education. We should think of starting adult literacy classes too.
Later, police started an adult literacy center in their house. Sometime in 1868, Savithri Bai was recovering from an illness in Naigaon.
Do you know Ganesh, that Brahmin boy?
No, I don't. What about him?
Well, he has fallen in love with Shaja, a Mahar girl. The girl has got pregnant and now she is 6 months. The villagers have discovered the affair. The couple is being paraded through the village and a mob is threatening to kill them.
I must do something to prevent that.
Why do you want to get involved in all this? Just stay quiet. It is none of our business.
The injustice meted out in society is my business. It is also your business. If you and I remain silent spectators, society will never change. You cannot kill these two. You know how harsh the British law is? All of you will go to jail for murder.
She is right. Maybe we should punish them in some other way.
This Willy Brahmin and this untouchable girl should be thrown out of the village.
We are ready to do that.
Thank you very much. You have saved our lives.
Don't thank me. I was doing my duty. Now, you too must leave the village. Please go to Pune and meet my husband. He will help you find employment there.
In 1877, there was a severe drought and a famine in Maharashtra. The police collected money for famine relief. They started the Victoria Balashram in Dankawadi, where people were given food. On November 28, 1890, Jyotirao died. During his funeral procession, Yashwant was about to carry the earthen pot with fire.
You are his adopted son. You can't carry the titva. I am his blood relative. I will carry it.
I was his wife. I will carry the tith.
Savithri Bai also lit Jyotirao's funeral pyre in defiance of social custom, which prohibits women from lighting the pyre. This shocked everyone present. After Jyotirao's death, Savithri Bai led the Satyashodak Samaj. She was the chairperson of the Satyashodak conference held in 1893 at Saswat. In 1896, there was a famine in Maharashtra, and in 1897, there was an outbreak of plague in Pune. During these 2 years, Savithri Bai was involved in relief work. She asked Yashwant to take leave from the army and come to Pune to help her with her relief work. Yashwant started a hospital to treat victims of the plague.
Do you remember Pandurang Babaji, who lives in Magar settlement? His son seems to have affected by plague.
I will take him to the hospital right away.
As she carried the child to the hospital, Savithri contracted the plague. Having lived her life for others, she spent her last breath too in an act of courage and service. On March 10, 1897, Savithri passed away.